Here in the Portland metro area, so maybe less than ideal for a lot of the folks with cameras out and about, where some of our cameras are actually picking up on a stray raindrop or two anywhere from Lincoln City out towards the downtown Portland area. But Mount Hood actually seeing a few breaks in the clouds this evening, allowing for just a sliver of sunshine to poke through in some locations. That's all short-lived though, as our temperatures today have managed to climb back up into the mid-50s. But to put that into perspective, about 10 degrees cooler than where we should be this time of year. 60 degrees is that normal for the first week of the month of April. As we take a live look out over Vancouver, Washington, that's where our temperatures are holding steady at about 53 degrees out of PDX, and we'll likely see those rain showers increase as the evening moves on, and that's just going to be a trend that we see continue well into the overnight hours and continue for much of the day tomorrow. The wet weather already starting to move its way into the Portland metro area. If you live on the east sides of places like Gresham, likely on the drier side right now. Give it another 15-30 minutes and you too will start to pick up on a few of those raindrops as the cloud coverage still remains widespread. But you'll notice that the snowfall over the Cascades, over the Coast Range, starting to retreat back up to about 4,000 feet. And this will actually help to melt some of the snowfall, with the rain falling in spots that we're seeing snow just about a few days ago or so. Now, over the next 6 to 10 days, much of the western half of the country still dealing with above average precip amounts. That does include parts of western Oregon and Washington, as our temperatures unfortunately trending still well below average. If anything, the positive note on all of this is it's going to push back maybe the summer heat wave that we would have potentially seen earlier, and maybe push back fire season as well. But the warmer temperatures we've experienced today due to this very minor ridge, allowing for some of that warmer southerly air to find its way back up into the Pacific Northwest. But all of that is on the move, with our next storm already pushing the wet weather back into the I-5 corridor, the Columbia River Gorge, and the coast, as those winds are expected to kick up ever so slightly, nearing gusts at about 15 miles per hour, but they're out of the south. So that's going to keep those early morning lows into the mid-40s for us. But you'll notice very little breaks in the wet weather. A lot of green closing in on our map here, and those yellows, a good indication of heavier downpours we expect to see as we move towards Friday morning. So Thursday night into Friday, likely going to be a super soaker event, but that's just great sleeping weather to hear the pitter patter as the thunderstorm potential ramps up yet again for Friday afternoon and evening. How much rain are we talking about? Over the next 48 hours, closing in at nearly a full inch for the Portland metro area, out along the shoreline, closer to an inch, inch and a half. So for tonight, we only fall back into the mid-40s with that persistent rain. Winds will be out the southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for tomorrow, warming back up into the mid-50s. Yes, it will be a very soggy day, so if you want to get out and about, don't forget to grab the rain jacket. As that thunderstorm potential ramps up for Good Friday, we slowly start to dry things out for Saturday, and unfortunately Easter Sunday also expecting to see a stray raindrop or two, but at least our temperatures getting closer to about 60 degrees. We'll just round up to 60 degrees, even though I think we'll only make it into the upper 50s. So a gradual warming trend, that's something positive to look at.
I feel like the last several Easters have been pretty good.
Yes.
So I guess we have to pay the piper.
The Easter Bunny has to get like a poncho for his,
just for his
ears to stick out.
You could knit that.
I could knit that?
Yeah.
No. Well, Elizabeth did. We'll
She's
call
the
on
knitter.
her. Yeah, she's the knitter, yes. Hey, we have some